Hey, Rob here for Quadratec. Welcome to another edition of the Quadratec Academy, where we cover different tips and tricks that make working on, wrenching, and maintaining your Jeep vehicle that much easier. Today, we're talking DEF. Now, if you've got a Jeep Wrangler JL or Jeep Gladiator JT equipped with that 3-liter EcoDiesel engine, adding DEF to the DEF tank on your vehicle is going to be a regular chore that you're going to need to be taking care of. So I thought I'd take just a couple minutes today to cover some of the most common questions we hear, like what exactly is DEF, what does it do, and why do I need to add it to my Jeep vehicle, and when do I need to add it, as well as kind of where do I get DEF. So to start things off, DEF, or diesel exhaust fluid, no, this is not snake oil, this is not blinker fluid or something that you mysteriously add to your Jeep vehicle for no apparent reason. Diesel exhaust fluid serves a very important purpose. It's used in the selective catalytic reduction system. It's part of your vehicle's emissions control system that helps ensure that the gases that are coming out of the tailpipe of your Wrangler JL or Gladiator JT are safe for us all to breathe, and that they meet emissions standards that were set in place back in 2010 by the Environmental Protection Agency. Now, diesel exhaust fluid is made up of about 1/3 urea and 2/3 deionized water. So it's a pretty simple solution. When you add it into your DEF tank, it then gets sprayed into the exhaust stream where it lands on a catalyst, converting it into ammonia. Now that ammonia is going to help to convert those exhaust gases from harmful nitrogen oxide or NOx gases into safe nitrogen gas and water vapor. That's going to be much safer for us all to breathe, helping keep our environment that much safer so that we're not doing any harmful damage when we're getting all of the great benefits of that 3-liter EcoDiesel engine under the hood of your Wrangler or Gladiator. Now, as I mentioned, diesel exhaust fluid is comprised of urea and deionized water, so it's a pretty simple solution that is safe to handle. It's non-toxic, non-flammable, pretty easy to handle. You can get it from your local auto parts store or right from the dealership in some different size jugs. You can even find it at some fueling stations right there at the diesel pump at a separate nozzle. It makes it really easy to add this to your vehicle. Now, because it is pretty safe to handle, there's not really many safe precautions you need to take. I do like to wear gloves whenever I'm handling diesel exhaust fluid or most other fluids around the vehicle, just to limit contact with your skin. You definitely don't want to get this stuff in your eyes. It will irritate you because, of course, it is urea, there is ammonia in there. Now, that being said, if you ever accidentally spill any diesel exhaust fluid while you're filling your vehicle, it's safe to simply go ahead and wipe up with a rag or towel, or even use a mop. If you actually let it dry, of course, all of that water that's in there is going to evaporate off, and you're going to be left with a white crystalline substance on the ground. That's basically that urea content that's left over that has now dried. And again, you can simply go ahead and wipe that up. It's pretty safe to handle. Now, when will you be adding that diesel exhaust fluid to your vehicle? It's consumed under a regular rate while you drive your vehicle. So every few thousand miles, you're going to need to add a little more DEF to the tank on your vehicle. It's also a great regular maintenance item that you can do when you're completing an oil change on your EcoDiesel equipped Wrangler or Gladiator. So in addition to changing the oil, draining that fuel and water separating filter, make it a habit of adding some more DEF to top off the tank in your Jeep. It's one less thing you're going to have to worry about when you're headed out on that next weekend adventure. Now, your gauge cluster in your Jeep will alert you if your DEF tank ever becomes low. In fact, it'll even go as far as giving you a warning message, letting you know how many miles you have left before you won't be able to start your Jeep. That is, of course, until you add a little more DEF fluid back into the vehicle. And I'm going to show you just how quick and easy it is to add some DEF to the tank in your Jeep. As I mentioned, I like to go ahead and put on some gloves just to limit contact with my skin, even if it is non-toxic. You can go ahead and take the cap off of here. Most jugs of diesel exhaust fluid are going to come with some sort of filling spout that make it a little easier. Now, where will you be adding this? Right here at your fuel filler. So behind the door, of course, we've got our green diesel fuel cap. We also have our blue DEF fluid cap. We can simply twist that cap off, tuck it out of the way, grab our jug of DEF, put the nozzle in, and we'll go ahead and fill the tank. Of course, you can hear it running down into the DEF tank. It'll fill up. If it ever tops off or stops flowing, that's a good indication that your tank is probably pretty full. I'm not going to go ahead and make you wait for me to completely fill up Matt's DEF tank. We'll set that aside and come back to it, but you can see just how quick and easy it is to fill up your DEF tank either on a regular interval or when you're completing your oil change in your vehicle. It's a good idea to keep a towel handy, wipe up any that you may spill while you're completing that fill up, and then just put the cap back on, and that'll take care of that regular maintenance task for your vehicle. Now, if you guys have any more comments or questions about DEF fluid or how it helps your vehicle, you can always leave those for me down in the comments section below. Of course, if you have any ideas for some other routine maintenance tasks or things you think might make a great episode for us here in the Quadratec Academy, I'd love to hear those down in the comments section below as well. Until next time, I'm Rob. I'll see you guys out on the trail.